Wild. Cheetahs. San Diego's premier.
thrill show ever to petrify the screen. Gaze on the Gorgon, a she-monster who turns living, screaming flesh into stone. And on the Mummy, a blood-curdling bandage and bone thing of terror. It has been said that every legend and myth known to mankind is not entirely without some truth. It was here, under a full moon, in the little village of Van Dorf, that an ancient legend suddenly terrifyingly came to life.
Doctor, you'll perform an autopsy.
On a body that's turned to stone?
For 2,000 years, Megara the Gorgon had kept her evil peace. But now this strange, unearthly creature returns to petrify every human being who crosses her path. Starring Peter Cushing as the doctor. Did his strange talents direct him to medicine or murder? Christopher Lee as the professor, confronted by a conspiracy of silence that paralyzed a village with terror.
Megara died 2,000 years ago. It's her spirit we're concerned with today. It's found a resting place in somebody.
The terrifying realism. She comes to life and brings death to all those who look upon her face.
Carla! I am waiting for Carla, Mr. Hines.
Driving over Gorgon, singing to my soul. There's someone out there turning people into stone. And we're going to watch that one in a little bit. But first, we have to talk about a very sensitive subject, and that is the naked witch.
We do. There was another lull, so I'm getting the very last seconds of the film. Sorry. Okay. Now, I think I'm with everybody. So
better.
Nora thought the movie was short but rather unsatisfying. Well, at least it is short. So
mercifully
I
short.
I get it. I agree with Nora. It is rather unsatisfying, but historically it's important. And there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in that movie. So
about 1/5 of its runtime is taken up with that mini documentary at the beginning that runs like almost 9 minutes.
Yeah. It's significant because Libby Hall met her husband, S.F. Brownrigg, on that set. And that's how they got together. And if you're interested at all in exploitation history, it was kind of important. And then they had Tony Brownrigg, who went on to make some films on his own. So interesting to me. But I will admit that it isn't all that satisfying, a movie.
This is truly a movie where not much happens. In fact, almost nothing happens until, of course, the very end of the film, where we did get that resurrection scene, which was kind of gruesome. But she gets she's at one point in the film, she's presented as an almost innocent character because she's frolicking nude in nature, and it's in a very non-sexual way, almost like she's innocent. and then all of a sudden she turns mean and she gets this stick and like wants to kill people with it. And there was some running red of the water in this film. I stand corrected, because it happened after she murdered one of her victims, and you could see that the waterfall had turned red momentarily, sort of like a grizzly 1976 grizzly moment.
Right, grizzly shout-out. Okay.
I like this little movie.
I like the film, and it's also significant because I had to check again. Buchanan did say it was shot in 1957, and that's really interesting because that kind of, lurid kind of imagery and just subject matter, that wasn't a drive-in staple at that time. So I don't know. I don't know how I thought he would get away with that in 57. I mean, clearly it wasn't released then. And maybe he's not remembering things correctly in the book.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of the accounts I read about it online, it was filmed in 61, which even then, I mean, I guess we should believe, what she said rather than what it says online, but that does seem kind of very
the
early.
turnaround time had to be pretty quick on that. I mean, they weren't like, they didn't shoot it in 57 and was put on a shelf. So I think 61 is probably more, a reasonable production year. Even still, it's very risque for that, time period. So interesting, the first of the nudie genre, one of the first of that type of movie. And the female is in sort of a power position, which is kind of cool because, that kind of went away in the drive-in film, especially, in the 70s, which can be kind of dodgy, kind of misogynistic. But here, I mean, she's, this woman who, is in a power position and, taking revenge. And that's kind of, for me, it's kind of cool to see 61.
Hi, Sam.
Well,
hello, everybody. How are you guys? I am sweaty. That's how I am. Very
sorry,
sweaty.
I'm reading the comments. I can't answer anything.
How about how was your interview with Ushi Digard? That's where I told everybody you were.
Oh, you're not supposed
I said
to
you
say
were interviewing Ushi Digard.
Becca listens to the show, so you shouldn't have said that. I'm just kidding. I was wrestling. Well, I wasn't wrestling. I was showing up for a friend's retirement show, so that's where I was.
In character?
Mm-hmm.
You showed up in character?
No makeup, but yeah. I showed up in
no
character.
makeup. Yeah, I wondered how you got Sans makeup so quickly.
Yeah, I have covered in West Fetty sweat, so you would appreciate the show.
Are you actually talking to Sam? I can't hear him.
Oh
yeah,
Sam is talking. Hang on a second here.
I can't hear him or see him.
Oh.
I'm not going off very well tonight.
How about now, Bradley? Can you see Sam now?
No, I can't. No.
Well, just do the same thing you did before. Like, just exit the app and then come back in. And then
I'm sorry. I screwed it all up. Sorry. Okay. I'm here for 2 seconds and messed it all up.
No, Bradley has a bad connection.
Oh, okay.
It's been that way the entire night.
Hi, everybody. It is hot out, muggy in Pittsburgh. Hopefully, it's a good drive-in night, though, right? Like, it's not raining too hard.
I wouldn't want to be out at the drive-in when it's raining for any reason.
You don't like to see me get flash danced every time it happens?
That is kind of exciting, but other than that, no, there's no reason. I mean, I wouldn't choose for it. I wouldn't say, wow, this is a great drive-in night, but if you like that kind of thing, so that doesn't surprise me.
No. So, I am hot but good and slowly getting back to a normal temperature. This beer is going to help me. So,
Here comes Bradley returning.
Yeah.
Hopefully this time with all of us. I've suddenly gone musical tonight. This is a very special evening.
I like it. Nora said, it's not bad, but there's too much time wasted on useless filler. That's our bread and butter here on this show. Hello.
There we go.
Can you see me now?
Yes. Sam.
Okay, good. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just having issues tonight.
No, all good.
So you missed a great movie, Sam. I don't know if you watched it earlier this week.
Oh, I did, yeah. I love just the look of this movie and the feel of it. It's just like it's such a time capsule of 1961 before drive-in movies were just starting to get going. So I love that.
Right. As I was telling Bill, in Buchanan's book, he mentions that it was shot in 57, which I think we both pretty much established that it could not have been shot in 57.
No. Yeah.
But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Well, one of the things that I mentioned on the first segment, Sam, was that there seems to be a school of thought in film history that this is sort of like the very first instance of a resurrected witch who takes vengeance, which seems kind of cool to think about that. But didn't Black Sunday come before this? Because that was 1960, if I remember correctly.
Depending on when this was shot, yeah. I would think Black Sunday would be it. There has to be something before it, too.
Mm-hmm.
And in legends and stuff like that, definitely.
I would think there would be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about in film.
Yeah.
Not in legend.
No. I would have liked to imagine a double feature of this, two witch movies. It's like two opposite poles of shooting quality. No offense. I do love Larry Buchanan. So, yeah. Burn Witch Burn is another one, too. But what year was that? Order of the Eagle.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah. You'd mentioned that earlier before.
That was 62.
I love that. That's a different kind of movie.
Yeah.
Burn Witch Burn is a terrific movie. That's a whole other thing.
City of the Dead.
Yeah.
That was also 1960.
Wow.
Now that I think about it, I forgot that one.
I wonder what was going on in the zeitgeist.
These women are getting uppity. That's probably what was happening.
Horror Hotel. That was what it was known as in the U.S.
Oh, yeah.
Horror Hotel.
I'm doing some research here.
Can you see me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're back.
Okay, you guys disappeared for a second, so little black magic. Oh, man.
This is why you don't trust Google, because it said the first movie with a resurrected witch was Hocus Pocus in 1993. No, it's not the right answer, Google. Thank you.
Okay, that's not.
No, not at all.
That's not the thing. No.
Yeah, no.
No one taught AI that yet.
Yeah.
It can't be long.
Yeah, come on, AI. Get it together. Bell Book and Candle, that's 58, but that doesn't have a resurrection.
It's not a resurrected witch, no.
Or a revenge. Revenge is the key.
Yeah.
That she's resurrected and she's out for revenge and she's hurting people.
Ooh.
Do you guys like Superstition from 1982?
Yeah.
I do like Superstition. That's a great movie. That's more of a, I guess that is a resurrected witch, right? It's more of a slasher movie, but yeah. Very fun.
It's a movie that we've been looking for streaming forever, but it's
really,
but it's
that would be fun to talk about.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if there's any
very
other
much Suspiria like. What was the British film?
Terror.
Terror, right?
Yeah. As soon as I heard Suspiria, British film, I was like, Terror,
right? That was 78 or 77, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 78.
That's weird and kind of fun too.
Oh, I love it so much.
He definitely saw Suspiria, so it was 78.
He got back home and he's like, I have a great idea for a movie.
Right.
It's called Suspiria.
Mm-hmm.
Haxan is probably the first witch movie, but there's no resurrected ones. But that's 1922. House of the Black Death is after. That's 65, but that's its own thing. It's its own thing, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was
one
a
of the
Jerry
first
Warren
ones.
thing.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Bradley?
It was one of the first ones. Naked Witch was probably one of the first ones. So,
yeah,
let's give Larry some credit.
Yeah,
absolutely. And Libby and bringing this character to celluloid life. I like her performance in this movie.
Yeah.
It's very silent film era, dramatic and fun, and yeah. She gives all. I mean, she is very brave in the film. I wish that they'd used her voice. I don't think that they did. Sounds like they dubbed her voice. But yeah, very expressive and.
They had a couple of moments where she had this like look on her face while she's holding that steak, and it's almost sexual. There's like this weird sexual violence that she brings into it, and yet she looks very innocent and sexy while she's doing it. Sorry, Bradley, you blanked out there for a minute. What were you saying?
That's okay. Well, I wasn't saying anything. I mean, I'd finished.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear what you were saying.
Did you? I don't know if you guys talked about in the beginning when they go through the history of witchcraft in the beginning of whose voice that is.
Right, for the whole 7 minutes. No, whose voice?
Gary Owens.
Gary Owens, yeah, Space Ghost.
Is it really?
Yeah, and there's some big inconsistencies in it because they talk about the Dark Ages followed the Middle Ages. No, they didn't. But I don't think anyone was paying attention in the theater.
That's a lot of claptrap,
Yeah, exactly.
They're killing time. It felt like they had a 50-minute movie and they needed to pad it and make it an hour.
I'd say they had a 40-minute movie. they padded it.
Well, if you need to distill what's actually happening, maybe a 15-minute movie.
Yeah. I used to love those edits that they did on Real Wild Cinema, where they cut movies like She Freak down to 4 minutes, like 5 minutes,
right.
and that's
and
really all.
Nothing.
Sandra Bernhard hosted that. It was on TNT in the 90s.
Yeah,
I never saw that.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense, though.
You can get through a Something Weird movie in about 12 minutes without padding. Yeah.
Right.
But that's the beauty of those.
Get all the major plot points.
I say a lot of the Something Weird trailers that were at the beginning of every movie. The ones that have all the different lines. And my favorite line in those.
Love those.
I might be a bitch, but I'll never be a butch. That's my favorite one.
That's a Thrill Kill Cult sample.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It's in the Doris Love Club.
Oh, every time I watch one of their movies on Cult Picks, they still have the trailers before, and it makes me so happy because it's so good.
Look at this.
I watch Blood Freak every Thanksgiving, and
you have class.
The trailer before.
Did I tell you there is a Pittsburgh remake of Blood Freak? Did you know that? A shot on video Pittsburgh one?
I did not.
Yeah, I have the DVD of it. I'm going to make it.
Not.
Yes. Tim Gross from here did it. It's actually really good. It's like shockingly good. So I'll get you a copy of it so you can see it. You're going to love it.
What is it called?
It's called Blood Freak. It's the same thing. It's like almost the same movie. There's a couple times where you can tell that it's a little better quality, believe it or not, as the original, even though shot on video. But it's got a lot of like the weird religious cults feeling in it too.
Fascinating. I've never heard of that.
I didn't know anything about it, and I was at his table at a con, and I'm like, "What's this Blood Freak?" He goes, "Oh, we reshot it last year." And I'm like, "How does nobody know?"
Whose table?
Tim Gross. He's like Tim Gross. He's a Pittsburgh. He does a con here that's like ESA video and low budget stuff, and he had it at his table and stuff. And I was like, "Wow, like that's crazy."
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, I have to see that.
Yeah, you'll love it. It's got Pittsburgh. There's one part in the beginning, Bill, where they're like, I can't believe how clogged up 279 is. And I was like, oh my God, this is a total Yinzer movie.
Wow, Pittsburgh realness.
You said you had a graphic, Bill.
It was for Bradley's upcoming project, Occult Canvas. I thought maybe we could talk about that for a minute here.
I'm so excited about it.
Oh,
so
thank you.
I'm a big fan of 13 Tracks of Agatha Black, so I couldn't figure out what your next project was going to be. And this seems like it's going to be a worthy follow-up to Agatha Black.
Oh, well, thank you. I hope so. We've been working on it long enough. My films take a while to complete, but it's been very rewarding working with a lot of local actors, a lot of people from the last movie, and it takes some cues from made-for-TV movies from the early 70s and Night Gallery and Kolchak and things like that. That was the mindset going into it. I don't know what it will be. I don't know what the finished version will look like, but it will be very interesting for sure.
Oh man!
But thank you. I mean, for you, the two of you have been so supportive of my work, and I really appreciate it. And I love making these films. I love making small movies with really talented people, and it takes a while for me to put them together because I'm working, like I said, from this little computer that Tony Brownrigg made for me. I'm just editing on this thing.
So you are the editor. I was going to ask you that. You edit your own film.
I'm the editor, but I'll be working with Michael Gonzalez, who is also a very talented editor, and he did the sound and the lighting for the movie. I'm a good editor, but technically, I'm not editing films all the time.
Mm-hmm.
When I make a film, it's one component at a time. I write the movie, then I produce it, put it together, and then I cast it, and then we make it. Then after we've got all the footage, then I start editing it, and then and sometimes it's years in between, and so I'm not that technically oriented. So it takes a while for me to put these things together.
Well, that's a huge
hopefully
undertaking.
It'll be something that people will actually want to watch.
Just the fact that you were able to do that at all,
it takes a while.
It's a huge undertaking, and I have so much respect for people who can bring together a project like that. It's more common that a project would collapse at some point, and I know this from experience. It's like there's a creative thing, and you're really into it, and it's going to happen, and then somehow halfway through you realize it's not going to happen, and like it's never going to come to fruition.
Right. No, I know plenty of stories like that. Plenty of filmmakers in the area, low budget filmmakers, and it's frustrating. I feel bad, because more often than not something like that happens. They hit a snag, they can't afford to do the next thing, or
what I'm excited about. I'm excited about your films because we often talk about the stuff on Tubi that nobody else wants to watch. That's the stuff that you and I email each other about. So like knowing that that's the stuff that you love, I'm always excited to see what you make. Cause that's the stuff I'm excited about. Like things that like feel like who made this? Like who created this weird like thing that doesn't take any cues,
Right. The outlaw filmmakers that, just like, how did this happen? How did this movie happen?
Yeah.
And why am I watching it for a second time?
I watched one today 2 times because it was 55 minutes and I was like astounded both times that I watched it. I'm like, I love this. Like, I love finding stuff like that where you're like, why is anybody can talk about these movies that are getting, re-released in 4Ks and stuff like these are the movies that I want to know about. I want to know about alien movies with birds. As you know, those are the big movies for me. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what you're making here. I love in your last film just the idea of horror records and dealing with grief. There's like so many layers to it, and Also, Birdie looks really good with skeleton gloves. So that helps too. She's a great heroine in the
yeah, she's really good, and
Yeah.
she films well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's in the new movie too, and yeah, the footage looks great, but it's like you have to put all these pieces together, and sometimes you had to, sometimes the location doesn't come through. You've got to make changes at the last minute, so it's sort of like, okay, well, it wasn't the original vision. Some of these components were not the original vision, but hopefully when we put them all together, it will still be something engaging, that people will want to follow and watch.
Yeah.
But it's never boring, and this last film was just very satisfying, working with all these talented people, and we got to work with Sandy Johnson for a couple of days from Halloween. She's a local actress. So that was a big deal to me. I mean, that's my favorite horror movie. And so to have her on the set, and she was lovely, and, just to be able to work with her and these great local actors, and just to be able, to make art. We think of it as art,
Yeah. Oh, it definitely is. Yeah.
Here's a graphic.
But yeah,
from Bradley's film.
hopefully we'll have something by the end of the year. I'm hoping by the end of the summer we'll have a rough cut. So, but yeah, my husband put that together. But yeah, taking cues from Night Gallery, and that will probably be very similar to the artwork that we use for the one sheets. Are there even one sheets anymore? We'll be making one, but I don't know if people make those anymore. Especially for low budget movies, there's usually just a tile, whatever the little piece of tile is on the platform. We got lucky with 13 tracks because they did keep all the original artwork and our title. So I was very afraid I was afraid that a production company would make it an Amityville movie, because we were working in a Dutch colonial house that looked kind of like the Amityville. That was a concern to me, because I've had some friends who've, had to, acquiesce.
Why is my
to the
movie
production-
called
distribution
Amityville?
company.
Amityville Free Record Store Day. Record Store Day.
Right. Or Amityville Backpack, or take your pick.
Yeah.
So Amityville Record Player, I could see that
Yeah.
happen. So
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh.
Not that those are bad.
No.
Those are bad movies. I enjoy those as well.
But you weren't setting out to make it. If you had set out to make any movie,
Speaking. Right. I think I did tell you that at Frightmare this year I met Mark Polonia. Speaking of Amityville movies.
Yeah.
And I have. It was a surprise to me. It was a shock. I didn't know he was going to be there. So, Sam, I know that you can understand this, because I've never met him, but I know what he looks like. And so I was just walking the floor, and at the Wild Eye booth, he was there.
Oh.
And I kind of freaked out. I was like a fanboy, and that's not happened to me, really. I mean, I've worked with John Carpenter and Dario Argento, and, I'm very, professional. But when I saw him standing there, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You're Mark Polonia.
I did the same thing. I will.
Bit.
Yeah. I had a moment.
I guess, because we watch his movies all the time.
He said to me when we were talking, he's like, what's your favorite Amityville movie? And I was like, oh my God, I'm talking to Mark Polonia about Amityville. Like, that's like, I don't know where else. Like, to me, that's like the big deal.
And you said?
Amityville 2, of course.
2. Okay.
And he said, yeah, 2's the only one.
Very good.
Yes, of course it is.
Oh, is that what he was looking for? I thought
he was like 2. He's like, no. He's like, 2's the best one.
Okay.
I said 2 and Amityville, It's About Time, because there's the scene where Shawnee Smith has a love scene and she's just soaked, and like no one ever sweats that much in bed. And you're like, what did they do? Like, why is this happening in this movie? So those are my 2. I have come around to 3, Bill, after we showed it. a couple
Really?
weeks ago.
I'm
Yeah,
so glad to hear you say that.
I have come around to 3. So
I love
Yeah.
3.
I'll have to see it again.
Yeah.
Tony Roberts in peril. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really it gets you right there, doesn't it?
If I had seen it in 3D, I would 100% love it. I think I need to see stuff fly at me to make me fully love a movie. We should do like a shadow cast of it and play it in a theater, and we just throw shit at people. Like during the really scary parts, we turn like a fire hose on them and say like, "How do you guys like it?"
What will we do about the burning scene?
Oh, get ready! Everybody gets a hot foot in the theater. It's gonna be like a Tingler kind of experience, is what I'm saying to you. We have a question for Bradley. What do you edit on, and do you use a script software?
I do. I work on Final Draft. I do use Final Draft, and I'm editing on DaVinci Resolve, which I was told was really good editing software. It had been a while since I'd edited anything, and I was told that was really good, inexpensive software, and I really liked it. You know, I really liked using it. It's very intuitive. And I think for 13 tracks, I was using the free software. So, yeah, it's a really good program. But I'm not making 12 movies a year like Mark Bologna. So
Nobody is. Who is making 12 movies a year like Mark Bologna, right?
Yeah, but I've been working on DaVinci Resolve, and I think that's a really good editing program. But
I got a signed copy of
every 5 years.
I got a signed copy of Saurians, and I was like deliriously happy. Like I never get like autographs on like movies, and I'm like, but it's Mark Bologna.
I did too.
Did you?
I
Okay.
did too. And the T-Rex movie and the Shocktopus.
Oh,
yeah, I had it.
Yes.
Right.
He's such a. It's funny because Hallucinations is one of the weirdest movies. We showed it on the show. It's nuts, and then it's like it's just so much crazy stuff in it. And occasionally there'll be glimpses of that in his stuff. And like I still want him to make another movie where he goes that hard as he did in that movie. That movie is just upsetting in parts, and I love that. But I watch everything he did. He did a Def Comedy Jam slasher called "Hollow If I Can Kill You," and it's
yes, I have that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I own that. I own what else? What's that terrible rabbit film? It's not terrible.
I know which one you mean. Yes.
What's the one about the magic thing? Anyway,
I love that. Like people are
fascinating.
Like, his goal is to make the most movies anybody can.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe
it's pretty. I actually really like Amityville Vibrator. It was better than it had any right to be. I'm also a big fan of.
Well, no, he didn't do Amityville. Who did Amityville Vibrator? I don't think that was him. I can't remember
the guy that did it. It's
that isn't something he would do.
No, his movies are very like Roger Corman-y.
Chaste.
Yeah.
Well, they are, but there isn't a lot of. They're not lurid.
No.
They're not misogynistic. I wouldn't, there's not a lot of female nudity or a lot of sex. I mean, there is a bit.
The only nudity in his movies is usually him or his brother in the early ones that I think like we're getting naked throughout Hallucinations.
Oh, we lost Bradley for a second.
Yeah,
sorry.
Oh.
I think that's one of the reasons why I like them. They seem kind of sweet and naive.
Yeah.
Those Apes movies, those Planet of the Apes things that he did. Oh my God.
I love them. Yeah.
Why do I know. It's like, why do I love these?
I love that when his alien movies, like the one got into Blockbuster, like right after Independence Day, because Independence Day was so hard to get. And I always think like, who was like, well, they don't have Independence Day, but they have this movie. They have Feeders. And what did they think when they got home, like watching Feeders, which is all hand puppets? Like, this is the kind of cinema. This was the like $100 million budget or $350.
Right. But isn't that great?
Yeah.
That could happen.
And he's from Pennsylvania, so I feel
really cool.
a kinship with him. He's like, he's a Pennsylvania guy. Like, that makes me feel good about my state.
Where's he from in Pennsylvania? I didn't know that.
He's from like middle of the state. Like, Pennsyltucky area, as we call it. Like in no man's land out there in the middle of the state.
Aren't the suburban Sasquatch guys from around there too?
They're from where Bam Margera was from. What's that? Like, it's about an hour outside of Philly. But yeah, suburban Sasquatch dudes from there too. Pennsylvania, between that and George Romero really weighs the deck heavily on Pittsburgh having.
We got lucky.
Yeah, we got lucky. Like Savini, Romero, and then like the Plooney brothers are next. We shall never mention Bloodsucking Pharaohs in Pittsburgh. We'll never
I don't know what your problem is with that.
I hate that fucking movie.
I've never seen that movie. I've never seen it. Is it something I should check out?
Bill will say yes. I don't like it, but
no, I don't even remember what it's. I know I saw it, but I don't remember one thing about it.
I got an email from Erica from Unsung Horrors, and she said when she heard the 0 episode of the new podcast, she said Sam mentioned how much he hated it. And she's like, finally, I feel vindicated that somebody else is this irrationally angry about this movie. So I feel like I've done my job.
You know, we need to start talking about the Gorgon.
Yeah. Oh, I have never seen the Gorgon. I've never seen it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to need a little help with that because I watched it last week, but I'm not really all that familiar with it. I understand why you might select that, as a companion to Naked Witch. But it was my first viewing. I don't know.
He'll be back. Sorry, can you repeat that?
Sorry. I'm not familiar with a lot of Hammer films. There are a few. It just wasn't a part of my childhood. They didn't rerun them as much. They ran all the Universal horror films and a lot of the 50s sci-fi things. But Hammer wasn't, for whatever reason. I just didn't grow up with them. I remember seeing I remember a drive-in. I have a drive-in memory of seeing Twins of Evil. I think I've mentioned this before. I remember seeing Twins of Evil because there was nudity and violence in it. I don't know why my parents took us to see that, but it was a double feature with Hands of the Ripper. And it was released that year in the States as a double feature, which I learned much later. But I only have a memory of seeing Twins of Evil because of all the nudity in it. And that was my introduction, I think, to Hammer, And so I always thought of it as this more adult sort of horror production company.
There were so many twins in Twins of Evil.
That's my favorite Hammer movie, Twins of Evil. So
I wonder why.
I remember
it's not because of that.
Very entertained.
It's very entertaining, and it's got Peter Cushing as a priest that fights a vampire. There's like a lot of satanic stuff in it. It's awesome. And yes, there's also a lot of nudity in it. I'm not made of stone, but it's a good. I love when people are Hammer purists.
Very entertaining.
Hammer Pierce, like after like 72, all the movies had nudity, and it was over. And I'm like, that's where it became. That's what I'm looking for. The scuzzy side of Hammer, but we got a lot of Hammer on. Cleveland played it a lot on Superhost, and then I remember seeing it on Chiller a lot. So I was excited about it because it felt like, Universal when I was a kid felt so far back. Do you know what I mean? It was like 50 years or 45 years before, and like Hammer felt a little more vital. I was thinking about this the other day when I was watching a movie, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm watching stuff like the Universal black and white movies. Like that's how old the movies that I am relatively in the space and time that I'm in. Like, and that's an upsetting revelation to find.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's take a brief commercial break, and then we'll be back to look at this ad gallery for the Gorgon, our second feature tonight on the show.
Cool.
Help, Miss Morrow. I'll trade you half a prune Danish for an honest opinion. Is it the dress? Or is it my figure?
Honestly, it's your bra.
My bra?
Try this Playtex Cross Your Heart bra, but in the dressing room, please. Cross Your Heart crosses over, lifts and separates to help you cross over to a better figure.
Wow!
Of course. I improve your figure and you ruin mine. You try a Playtex Cross Your Heart bra.
Song, Haunted Hollywood has returned.
Moments we will return to something evil.
Melissa's drinking more. She needs something that will really help keep her dry. And when it comes to dry, I use nothing but Johnson's disposable diapers. The diaper with pulling action. Johnson's has 2 layers of padding. Special pulling action absorbs irritating wetness into the bottom layer, away from baby's tender skin. Let the diaper with pulling action help keep your baby nice and dry. Only from Johnson & Johnson.
Getting blonde was easy. Getting this body wasn't. I push myself because I like how it looks. You know the hardest part? Getting started. Jacqueline makes it easier.
Especially now, while you can get 6 months free.
Face it. If it came in a bottle, everyone would have a good body.
Hey, Keebler, how's the old elfin magic?
Oh, pretty good.
150 bro. For reasons to watch.
Before another turns stone now.
When you come.
Please, no spots tonight.
Cascade's moment of truth.
Cascade, you did it.
Non guardarmi negli occhi. A stranger came when the church bells cried. Black lace dancing in the countryside. Nobody knew where she had been. Only that trouble followed in. Cobblestone streets, the fog rolled low. People vanished one by one, you know. Whispers echoed after dark. Something waiting in the park. Don't turn around, don't call her name. One little glance, you'll never be the same. Los cuatro que uccide, los cuatro que uccide. Everybody freezes where they stand. Los cuatro que uccide, los cuatro que uccide. Turning every heartbeat into sand. Don't look, don't stare. She'll steal tomorrow with one little glare. The baker dropped his morning bread. The blacksmith never raised his head. Children hid behind locked doors. Silent statues lined the square. A silver mirror caught the light. She disappeared into the night. Only shattered scales remained and no one spoke her name again. You hear her calling, Fanny, Fanny, but don't believe. The moon is smiling, the snakes are singing. Run before you cannot leave. Los cuatro que uccide, los cuatro que uccide. She can make a kingdom disappear. Los cuatro que uccide, los cuatro que uccide. Every whispered prayer becomes your fear. Don't look, don't stare, or you'll be standing forever there. Arrivederci. Non guardarmi negli occhi.
This is the stone gaze. Sour. For the Gorgon. If you look at the Gorgon, you're going to turn to stone. You're going to get hard. Turn to stone.
Hey.
That's what they say. 2 ounces vodka. We're going to use some Smirnoff orange. We're going to have some coffee. 2 ounces pineapple juice, ounce of cranberry juice, half an ounce lime juice. That's pretty simple, really. This is a stone drink for the Gorgon. A little bit of hammer. Early morning, well, late night by the time we watch it. Getting new doors in case you're wondering.
Rich is out there putting in doors for us.
Yeah. You're gonna just pour this over an ice cube. Pretty nice. Pink drink. Pazuzu, this will protect you from the Gorgon. This in your slithers, that part will protect you. Pazuzu. Oh, that's nice. All right, now I can wake up. Have a good time watching the Gorgon. I'll see you in a bit.
Our house is exploding.
Yeah, it is exploding. Pazuzu.
Pazuzu. A lot of screaming in that song, huh?
Oh, there were so many screams.
So many screams. I feel like I need to wash my dishes after that commercial break, though. Is that your favorite Cher commercial? Because it sounds like Goblin at the end. That little like thing that plays.
No, it's the other one is where she's going like this with her hands.
Yeah.
And then there's a very Goblin-esque like at the end. It's like this single note drawn out like 10 bars. It's amazing.
My brother sent me a Goblin performance on Italian TV because he's obsessed with the voice modulator that they use, to make that wow wow noise. And he's like, this song's awesome. I figure you'd like it. I'm like, yeah, that's a theme song from Tenabri. It's only the best song ever made.
I just watched it last night.
Isn't it great? Oh my God.
I dug all these old these Anchor Bay VHS tapes out of the basement, and I was checking them. They're all like in perfect condition. And that was one of my watching that crane shot is disgustingly indulgent, and it's wonderful. It's just like
I love it, like his father told him that shot is going to break your whole movie. Don't do it. And he's like, no, we're doing a crane shot. It's in there. Oh, it's in there.
He did it, and it's brilliant.
Love him.
Bradley, can you hear us?
I can. I'm back.
Okay.
There was a lag, but yeah, I'm back. But before you go on to the ads, can we back for a second? So you had Eve Arden, right? I'm just trying to follow. You had Eve Arden and Juliette Mills, and you chose both of those because I love Grease too, right?
Yeah.
You put them in there for me.
Well, I knew the Juliette Mills thing would turn you on, but I didn't know about Eve Arden.
Oh, okay. She's in both Grease films. So anyway, kudos.
She is, yeah.
Oh.
She's always on this show. Like I always put up her bra commercials she did. Where she played a character. She was not Eve Arden. She was Miss Morrow.
Yeah, no. For a couple of years, she did those. I wonder
if that was like her twist. She's like, I don't want to be myself. I'd like to bring a character to this movie that I've created. And like she had a whole backstory. It was all method and they're like, sure.
Probably did.
Yeah, sure.
How did Miss Morrow end up hawking clothes in this boutique where she expects women to change their bra right there in the store? And she has to like in the main room because she's like, but in the dressing room, please.
There's been problems in her store where it's the 60s and girls don't have on bras and they just go, sure. And they just whip their top off. And you know what I mean? Like that. And she's like, you're not one of the hippie freaks, are you? And then she's like, no, I'll go put my bra on in the dressing room.
There was an incident where that happened, and she's like, now I'm going to tell everyone when I tell you to try this on, I mean in the dressing room.
She came home to her cat and said, you'll never believe what happened at work today. I was just trying to have a normal day, and this girl just whipped her taz out. Wow. And I was like, we have a dressing room for a reason.
Hey, look what we're giving away on the program tonight. You can win one of these t-shirts. Oh, wait. Sorry. There we go. Okay. This is the first one. Sorry. This is really difficult.
Nice.
This is, of course, Mark of the Witch and Messiah of Evil. This double feature. from 1982.
Wow.
Which is insane.
So that's an actual ad. That's an actual drive-in movie.
Yes. Yes, no editing or anything in this image. This
Oh my
is
God!
an ad.
Can you imagine? That's beautiful.
Unbelievable. And the other one you can choose is this one.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, whichever one you want. And drop your name in the chat if you want to be in the drawing. They're both XL, so that's the only size I have.
Yeah.
And these are not screen printed shirts; they're computer prints, but they're very hardy because I've ordered from this company, Uber Prints. They're called. I don't know.
That's where this shirt's from. Yeah, this shirt.
Yeah,
it held up pretty nice. So.
Anyway, drop your name in the chat if you want to be part of the drawing. It has to be in the continental U.S. or you're going to pay the postage yourself.
Yeah.
Before
Sorry to our Canadian viewers. It's super expensive.
It's going to be a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So can we look at the ads now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh.
A fear warning.
Oh my God. I hope there'll be some kind of flashing on the screen to let me know when something scary is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get that. I didn't get the flashing.
No, I'm joking. I like when movies have that, though. Oh, I love that candle, though.
It's beautiful.
Last night we were in a store and Becca asked me, they had candelabras for sale, and she said, "Do you want me to get one of these?" I'm like, "If you put on a see-through white dress, yes." I would love that. So, yeah.
A sheer nightgown.
A sheer nightgown.
Preferably white, but there's some
white.
negotiation there. It just has to be sheer.
And it was lightning last night. She could have walked around the house with the lights on. I would have loved it. What do you guys do for role play? Well, I had my wife dress up as a heroine from an Italian Gothic horror movie, and I played the dead man that was under the house.
So this is, of course, from the British run of the Gorgon with the Curse of the Mummy's Tomb.
Ooh.
They were an item, and they crossed the pond together too.
Oh wow!
As we will see. I'm looking up the year because, of course, I didn't make a note of this. Is late 1964.
Mm-hmm.
Is
that's
when
a nice couple. I think that's a nice couple.
Well, they're both considered somewhat minor Hammer films in the pantheon of Hammer. At least I get that impression from talking to fans. You know, I'm not picky.
Anytime I talk to Hammer fans, all they ever want to talk about is Hammer Girls, and then it always gets pervy. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to disengage myself from this discussion. But they're like, it's no reptile, Sam. And I'm like, okay. I didn't know there was a fight about it. I thought that said the Gorgon tomorrow on the bottom. The Gorgon. You guys want to go see the Gorgon? That's what it was called in the UK. Not true.
The Gurglin.
The Gurglin. Oh. It looks scary from the poster, though. So, I mean, that's good.
Well, you know, there they go giving away their monster right there.
Yeah. Do you like that today on the top gets spelled with a dash? What are you doing? Today, Cleopatra. 5 hours in between them to see Cleopatra. Is a long movie. Oh, look at this.
That mummy looks vaguely bodybuilder-esque.
You're like, let me take the wrap off you and see what's going on down under here.
Not bad.
Not bad. I didn't expect that from a mummy.
The first name in entertainment.
I mean, yeah. That's alphabetically, that is true.
I love this heavy metal style logo for the Gorgon here.
Oh, yeah.
This could be on the back of a notebook.
Yeah.
From school, like sketched when they should have been paying attention in social studies.
Did you guys go see the Gorgon last night? Yeah, they were great.
There was this other band with them, Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. They were just kind of eh.
Just kind of eh. That mummy's also like King Kong tall, right? Like, look how big the girl is in his hand. Are we to believe that the mummy is 16 feet tall?
Kaiju.
Yeah, kaiju mummy. Never have you seen this
Yeti.
before.
He's Yeti size.
Yeti. Oh, but Yeti from the Italian Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeti.
Yeti.
Pronounced Yeti.
A monster that gets his own merch minutes after he debuts. Oh
my goodness.
Oh. What is happening?
Barbara Shelley.
Aww.
This press junket promo photo for the Gorgon. I don't remember her being frightened by a rat in it.
Oh.
This is from
I don't think she
Turin,
was.
Italy.
Yeah. In case you were wondering what Electromania was singing in the song, I think they were referring to the Italian name of this movie, La Squadra d'Acide.
I have to say, both of those Electro Manuel jams were killer this week.
They've been really getting into like freak beat and like 60s, late 60s sounding stuff.
It was so twangy, the
Yes.
Texas Witch.
Texas Witch. Yeah. You know what you're getting in this. When I was a kid, I saw Clash of the Titans, and I was terrified of Medusa. And knowing there was a whole movie with just Medusa as a kid was like maybe too much, maybe a little too much. Maybe I'm not ready to handle it. She was a minor part of Clash of the Titans.
She's not Medusa. She's Megara.
Yeah,
she's one of the other Gorgons.
Technically, she's not. Yeah, evidently there were 3, and I don't know that that's a real thing. Is that a thing? That there were 3 of them?
Wow.
Did they rewrite the mythology for the film?
I love when people rewrite mythology or Bible stories, like when the Italians made Adam and Eve versus the cannibals. I'm like, I know the Bible exists, but what if we made the story better? And I think the same people feel the same way about mythology. They're like, I know the Iliad's good, but what if we threw Perseus in it? And I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like they combined the Stygian witches with Medusa and tried to like sort of do some kind of a rewrite on that for this movie.
It reminds me of like there had to be kids in the 60s that got book reports on Edgar Allan Poe movies, and they just watched a Corman movie. And the essay they brought in, straight F, you did not read the book. This has nothing to do with then the house caught on fire is always the end of every Poe movie. And the teacher will be like, that didn't happen. So same way, if you watch this, if you have mythology homework, that we're all probably in our 50s. If you have mythology homework on Monday, maybe not this movie. Oh, what are black stamps? How about that?
That was a gimmick
monsters.
Yeah, that was a gimmick that somebody came up with. I think it was Hammer Films.
Wow.
But you could collect stamps for monsters, and I don't know how many movies they did it for. Maybe it was only this one.
Wow. I was thinking the other day about the economy of S&H green stamps. I don't know if you guys collected those when you were a kid.
Yeah.
My family sure did. My grandmother did. Yeah.
There were whole stores that you went to with these giant bags.
There were. Books,
right? Like, I don't think anyone under our age would believe that these things existed. And they would like, I remember they had that.
Yeah, I remember.
How many you got? I'm like, oh my God, I got 70 stamps. I can afford nothing. The economy of it is so weird. But yeah, black stamps, though, I'm excited about, not green stamps.
We need to look into that.
Yeah.
An additional collection.
I looked them up online once, and I think I saw pictures.
I'm going to start making stamps of your movies, Bradley. That'll be our secret thing. We'll trade
awesome.
black stamps.
I got an occult canvas one today. Yeah. I'll trade you.
Oh.
I like the cutout aspect of this.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool ad for the Gorgon. I like that.
I like the line that
it's funny that they use her so liberally, though. I mean, she's not really, the character is not really in the movie much at all.
Yeah.
It was a little disappointing to me.
I think that's everybody's problem with the Gorgon the first time they see it is like she was barely in it. And then when they do reveal her, you realize why, because the effect is not quite there.
Christopher Lee called that out. He's like, this movie had a chance to be good, but then we got the budget, and it's like, and she's on the screen for so long with these rubber snakes on her head. But the tagline also didn't get any love on Curse of the Mummy's tomb. It lives again to kill again. Couldn't use a different word. Maybe get a thesaurus out on that tagline. But Sorry, being a creative director.
The people it kills, get up and kill.
Get up and kill. Oh, I want to see petrifying color. What is that? Like, you look at this. Maybe you guys want to watch the first 5 minutes in the bathroom. You might piss your pants because of the color. Just till you get used to the color. Just like gradual.
I'm getting weird behavior from this app already. There's 4 more ads that we have to look at.
I love it.
And of course, it's going to be like, huh? What do you want me to do? I never said I would show any ads.
We did get another question in the chat I didn't ask while we're waiting for the ads to run back up. Bradley, Frank asked, if you have $1 million, would you hire a crew and editors or still do it yourself?
Well, I do have a small crew, and I would never shoot a film myself anymore. I used to shoot all my short films, but I would never shoot a film myself and direct it. But yeah, if I had $1 million, I would I'd absolutely have a much bigger crew. Have a lighting and a sound person instead of using the same amazing guy.
Yeah.
But I will always edit my films. I will always edit them, or at least have a hand in editing them, because that's one of the most important parts of putting the film together. And if you get an editor who's not on the same page, I mean, the editing is essentially just creating the movie. So I don't understand directors who. The director for hire who comes onto the set, who didn't write the script, who's just there, and then directs the movie and then leaves, and has no say in how the movie is formed. So
that would happen a lot in the commercial.
Weird to me.
In the commercial field, that happens because a lot of times you just most agencies hire a director like they're hiring a DP. Do you know what I mean? They already have everything boarded. And I would always say, like, why are we even hiring a director? Let's just get a good cameraman. At this point, you've over-directed this 30-second commercial. You've already edited it from the storyboards. And I remember they would bring the boards in when we edited, and I'm like, we created something new when we shot the stuff. Like you said, I love that. And I love that editors know how to take those raw parts, talk to you, and then figure out things, maybe stuff you didn't even realize that you were going to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's how I get from this point to this point. It's an amazing process and just a different mindset.
Right.
Can you guys see?
Bill may have disappeared from the chat.
Okay, so I'm not frozen. I can. Okay.
No. Yeah, we're still here.
I've had terrible connectivity issues, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, editing is one of the most important pieces of creating a movie, and actors can give you different takes, and so I would never give my film over to an editor, without some kind of oversight.
Yeah,
but I'd love to have $1 million.
Yeah.
Did you guys? Can you see me and hear me?
It's interesting too, because a lot of directors' cuts, when they're doing everything, there's some that can do it and some that came up from editing. But a lot of times when you see a director's cut, you're like, oh, obviously they were in love with this footage, or they were in love with this scene. And then a good editor is going to tell you, like, that scene just doesn't work, like that, or that scene, we're in here too long. And it almost, like, I love that collaboration part of it, because it enables your work to become something new. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you see me?
But you
Can
have
you guys
to
hear me?
cede I don't think I would never be able to cede full control to someone to just be like, I'm done. I've shot everything. Do you know what I mean? And like, now just edit it, and I'll be cool with whatever you do. Like, that doesn't seem logical to me.
Mm-hmm.
Even on this small level.
Nora, I've not been on top of my game tonight. I'm not hearing anything really on my end, but I hope it's been entertaining.
Yeah, it always is. I think we're used to. We have gremlins on the show every week, this happens every week. It's not just you. So yeah, don't ever feel bad.
I love the dialogue. I wish it could be more immediate, though. I need to figure out what's going on with my computer. But
yeah. So, Bill says he can't return to the chat. Oh, all right. Well, if you time to watch the film, it's on Tubi. Just so you guys know, and you can watch it there and enjoy it. Let us know what
it's a great print. It's beautiful. Yeah. So,
yeah,
everyone can hear me except
enjoy
you guys,
the movie, and we'll see you when we come back for the third segment, and we'll reveal what's coming up. We're not on next week, 4th of July, next Saturday, but what is coming up for the 11th? We'll talk when we get back, and see you guys in a little bit.
We'll also do the drawing next segment. I'm sorry, it got screwed up now. So I promise we'll do the drawing on the third segment, and we'll figure out who won that T-shirt. I won't forget. But I have to do something that gets rid of these gremlins. So we'll see you guys when we come back after the Gorgon, which is streaming on Tubi, and the link is on the Facebook page.